welcome to the Hunter and Chase Parrot Tour of Cheltenham. We've come here to Cheltenham Spa to try and track down the ever-elusive Mr Parrot.
It's a little known fact. The first album of Mr Parrot was largely inspired by the town of Cheltenham. So here we are, we're going to try and find a few of his old haunts, see if there's any clues as to where the parrot is today. Here we are in O'Hagan's bar. This is where the journey begins.
Now, our research has led us to conclude that Mr Parrot was in fact a regular at this very pub.
Apparently he was often found perched on the end of this table here.
I believe there's actually some of his poo on this stand here, this pillar thing. So I could just take a scraping of that if I had something.
And while he's scraping,
I'll just scrape.
It's also a little known fact that Mr Parrot once played here on the fly, on his way through, turned up here with a guitar. And you could just follow me over here. This is the very plant that he smoked during that gig.
Lovely, I've got some of the poo now.
Right.
Yes, so, yes. We were hoping to actually speak to someone, but unfortunately we've had a rather nasty visitation from the Commando Vicars who are currently holding Reverend Philip Ness, and they've all been sworn to secrecy.
We're hoping to speak to Reverend Philip Ness. At the moment he's under armed guard in Cornwall. So
rest assured we will track him down.
Hopefully in time for the next programme.
Well, join us now as we continue our tour of sunny Cheltenham, and we'll track down some of his old haunts and see if we can find the bird himself.
Here is the Reverend Furberger's church. It's the church that Mr Parrot visited with Skunk and Nancy.
And Skin loved the structure so much, that lovely blue door and all the bits of glass, that they decided to collaborate on a song together. That's the birth of what the Vicar said, isn't
So
it?
it's actually relevant to two of the songs on the album.
Yes.
The Many Names for Muff and What the Vicar Said.
Still no sign of that crazy parrot though.
All right.
Yes, Mr. Hunter. We've been rushed here, taken to the hospital where Mr. Parrot's friend who works in casualty worked. He's dead now, shot by those Commando Vicars, and shocking here. Oh my God!
Hello.
We've come here to this children's play area because of the story of John.
Beautiful, isn't it? The way they play. Anyway, this park was the actual inspiration for that song. The tree just here is where Mr Parrot sat as he spied the pervert with his bag of pear drops.
He followed this pervert to his house up on the hill, and the rest,
as they say,
it's history. Now, of course, seafood is illegal in Cheltenham, and that is why Mr Parrot sought out Aaron, the lobster dealer.
It's an old arcane law that's been around since the 13th century in Cheltenham.
Now what we've done is we've come here because this is right by where Aaron's flat is. So we're now going to go down there, we're going to break into this flat, we're going to demand an interview.
Yes.
Mr Hunter, are you ready?
I'm ready, Mr Chase.
Let's do it.
Let's go. This way, follow.
Come on, come on.
Follow us. Come on, quick. Quickly, there may not be another time. I don't believe it.
We've missed him. Must only be for a few days, but he's gone. Damn it.
The flat's to let. That was Aaron, the lobster dealer's flat.
Looks like we're going to have to try and find him somewhere else. Who knows?
Oh well.
Right. That way. We've come here because of the song about the summer of swallows and so on. Now, this was written about a friend of Mr Parrot's who he instructed to come here.
The gentleman referred to in the song wishes to have a sex change. Couldn't quite afford the operation, so Mr Parrot suggested St George's Terrace veterinary surgery.
Exactly. Now, Mr Parrot actually used to work here as a scrubber. Knew that they were very good surgeons, and so that's why he recommended the place.
Yeah, he was a very good scrubber.
So I hear.
Anyway, we're stood outside the best chip shop in Cheltenham.
Yes, yes.
It's
it is.
Charles Takeaway. It's famous in Mr Parrot terms due to the song Posh Perv. This is where he first met Jarvis Cockface from the band Pimp.
Now, we all love Pimp, I know. And Jarvis was interested in a young lady that was working at this chip shop here. And so Mr Parrot and Jarvis, you know, they were kind of romantic hearts, weren't they?
And they collaborated on the song.
Exactly.
An interesting fact, if you're interested in buying chips in Cheltenham, come here, say Mr Parrot recommended it, and they'll give you a large portion.
Right, now we're going on to find yet another of the famous parrot sites in Cheltenham, so stay with us.
And I'm going to get myself a large portion. I just thought I'd take this opportunity whilst I'm eating my chips to show you the Reverend Furburger's back entrance. Beautiful. Don't you agree?
And here we are, the site where it all began, the infamous number 33.
It's the song that Mr Parrot first wrote, and this tree here was Mr Parrot's first home.
Seen a lot of parrot history, this tree.
Oh yeah.
Responsible for a lot.
Unfortunately, the infamous number 33 has now become a residential home.
This may well explain why we can't find Mr Parrot anywhere.
Yeah.
He must have moved on from Cheltenham. All of his old haunts have changed.
But, looking on the bright side, he has left us a clue as to where he may be at the end of the first album.
Yeah, and so we're off. We're going to follow up that lead, and gosh darn it, we're going to find him.
See you soon. We're on our way to Cornwall now in the hunt for the parrot. So it's goodbye from me, Mr Hunter.
And me, Mr Chase. You take care now.